Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to learn how to make this gorgeous but simple outfit. If this is what you're interested in, keep watching, like, share, subscribe, and also comment, please. So to get started, I already have my pattern drafted, the front and the back, my basic block, and I already have it. We're just going to alter this to get what we want. So I'll start with the front. I'll start with the neckline. We're going to reduce this neckline to 2.5 because this neckline is not supposed to be open. It's almost like a very close neckline. So I'm reducing it to 2.5 by 2.5. Then I'll go ahead and adjust the shoulder back to that neckline that we just drafted now. So I'll go back to the I'll go to the armhole and I'll raise the armhole by 1 inch. This is to enable this dress fit properly at the armhole in case she wants to wear it without the white shirt inside. It's not still going to be revealing at the armhole area. So I'll go ahead and blend it back into the original armhole. So that's basically it for the front, but I'm going to move my that center dart to the side. I'll move my center dart to the side. So to do that, I'm going to just go ahead and cut out the front pattern so that I can be able to open up my side dart and then close my center dart. So this is just me cutting off the front basic block. Yes, so I'm just cutting off the whole excess paper around it. Trim the neckline and then the shoulder. So this is my basic block. I'll go ahead and open the side dart so that I can be able to close the center dart like so. Yes, so I'm closing up the center dart. So I've moved all the darts to the side. So that's the only part I'm going to sew my dart, the side. So this is basically it for the front. I'll go ahead and alter the back. Sorry, I don't know if alter is English. Okay, so I'll go ahead as well to reduce the neckline for the back to 2.5 by 1 inch. I'll also adjust my shoulder to that neck point, to my new neckline point, and then I'll go ahead and add my sewing allowance. I didn't add sewing allowance on the back pattern, so I'll just go ahead and add my sewing allowance. Whatever sewing allowance you want to add, you can just go ahead and include it. 1 inch, 1.5, 2 inches, at most 2 inches, please. Don't need too much sewing allowance. So I'm also going ahead to raise the back armhole by 1 inch and then connecting it back to the initial armhole. So this is it. I'll go ahead and cut it out like so. So it's actually very simple. It's a very simple tutorial. Once you follow the steps, they are very easy steps to it. So I'll just go ahead and cut it out, cutting it off. So that's the back. And I'll bring back the front. So there's the front and the back. So I'll just go ahead and cut this on my fabric. I'll go ahead and cut this on my fabric, my front and my back, and then we'll go over to the sewing machine to sew. This is it. I've cut out the front and the back. I added sewing allowances at the armhole and at the shoulder. I already added my sewing allowance on the paper. So this is my front facing. I cut facing for both the back and the front. So this is my front facing, and this is the back. This is the back facing as well. So I cut facing for them instead of using lining. So I just cut facing. So this is my lower part, the skirt part. This is the front skirt. I already have a tutorial on how to draft the skirt, so I did not bother to do that here. and this is the back skirt. Yeah, this is the back skirt. So going to go straight into sewing. So for the back, I'm going to go ahead and notch my darts. I've already notched it, so I'll go ahead and stitch it, sew it up, and then I'll use my facing to turn the neckline and the armhole. I'll use my facing to turn the neckline and the armhole. I'll do that for both sides of the back. And for the front, I've already gone ahead to notch my darts. So this is the notch. So I'll go ahead to stitch up my darts and also turn my neckline and my armhole. So I'll stitch up the darts on both sides like this, and then I'm going to use my facing. I'll use my facing to turn the neckline and also the armhole. So I'll just go and do that, and then I'll come and show you what it looks like. So this is it. I've turned the neckline for the front and the armhole. I've also gone ahead to sew my darts. I've sewn my darts, so I just turned it open. So I'll just go ahead and give this a nice press it and bring it back. So this is the back as well. I've stitched my darts and also the neckline and the armhole. I notched around the circles I sewed. Then I'm going to trim out the excess a little bit. Please don't trim out very much, and be careful while you're notching so you don't cut your lines. So I'll go ahead and trim off the excesses, and then turn it inside out and give it a nice press. At the zip part, I left 1 inch for my zip. I'm going to use that 1 inch to stitch my zip, so I didn't turn all the neckline for the back. I left 1 inch space for my zip. You will see how we're going to do that. So this is it. I've already pressed it. Don't mind the water, please. My steam iron was not working, so I use water and normal iron. So that's why you see water patches. So this I want to turn the shoulder now. I want to go ahead and turn the shoulder so that we'll have a clean finishing. I'll show you again how I did this. Just watch carefully. I'm going to repeat this process so that we'll all see it again. So I just placed the front and the back right side facing each other, and then I put my hand through the facing inside there and pulled all of them together. If you watch closely, you get what I'm doing. So I just go ahead and stitch my 1/2 inch all the way so that we can have a clean finishing. So this is it. I've stitched it and it's looking all clean and fine. So I'll go ahead to join the lower bodies. I'll join the skirt part. So I've joined the back, and that's the front. I also pressed it. Press open your seam. Please learn to press open your seam. It gives a fine and clean finishing when you're doing that. So I'll go ahead to join the sides. I'll join the sides. So watch how I'm opening my facing and the 5. So I'll go ahead and join the sides from the facing all the way. I opened the facing. I don't know if you're getting it. I open the facing and then I'll join it all the way with my sewing allowance. So this is what it will look like when you are done joining. You see, it will look very clean like this. This is how it's going to look when you're done joining. Join it all the way with your normal seam allowance. Whatever you added for seam allowance, you join it all the way and it's going to look that clean. So I went ahead to fix my zipper, and this is just me showing you how I did that zipper. Remember the 1 inch I left for the zip, so I just sewed the zip on only the fabric and use the facing to turn it like this, and then I'm going to stitch around it and stitch that straight line, see, and then I'll trim off the excess. So this is what your zipper is going to look like when you do it that way. You can replay this again if you don't understand. So this is how it's going to look, very clean and very fine. So see, next we're going to go to the hemline. So this is it. I've already weaved and serged it. I've done just one side of it, so I just thought to show you the other side of it. So I've done the other side, one side. So we'll do this other side together. So I've gone ahead to iron out my allowance for my slits and for the hem of the dress. So after that, I picked the marked that point where they matched each other, where the I don't know how you're going to, where the crease line is matching the slits and the hemline is matching. So I'll just go ahead and I will stitch that area. I will just stitch it and come and show you. So this is it. I have stitched it already, and then I'm going to trim off the excess, and then I'll pull it up like this, and this is it. I'll go ahead and use my hemming gum to hold it down. Just hold the slit area down, and then I'll use my needle and thread to tack it. I'll show you how I'm going to tack it now. So this is it. I've already started tacking. I said let me show you. I've already started tacking it out. I don't want threads to show in front. I don't want threads to show in front of it. I don't want to run my threads in front of it. So this is how clean it is. So let me show you how I did it. I just watch closely, please. I'll pick just little fabric, just a pinch of fabric, pick it, and then I'll pass my needle through just only the slits without the fabric, and I'll come back. I'll pick little of the fabric again, and I'll move, and I'll pass only the slits area. I hope you understand what I'm doing. Just watch closely and you get it. Little of the fabric and only the slit area. So with this, you have a clean finish in front. You just have dots in front, and when you press it, when you iron it very well, it's not going to be very visible. It's just going to be clean and fine. So this is the end of the tutorial. If this tutorial was helpful to you, please like, share, comment. See you in my next tutorial. Bye.